You just made the final payment on your car loan, years ahead of schedule. You feel smart, responsible, debt-free. But what if I told you that feeling of freedom just cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in future wealth? That smart decision was actually one of the biggest financial blunders you could make. Let's break down the math they don't want you to see.
The obsession with being debt-free is everywhere. Financial gurus preach it like a religion. Get rid of your mortgage, your student loans, and especially that car payment. The logic seems simple. Paying interest is throwing money away. So you scrape together every extra dollar, sending it to the auto lender to kill that loan faster. It feels like a victory. You've freed up monthly cash flow and you own your car outright. But this emotional win hides a mathematical disaster. You've confused eliminating a small, manageable debt with building actual long-term wealth. And that confusion is exactly where your future net worth starts to bleed out.
Not all debt is created equal. High-interest debt, like on a credit card, is a financial emergency. It's a fire that you must put out immediately. The interest rates are designed to crush you. But a typical car loan is different. Its interest rate is often relatively low. Meanwhile, that car is a depreciating asset. It loses value every single day, whether you have a loan on it or not. The money you're frantically pushing into this sinking asset isn't saving you much in interest, but it is being stolen from a place where it could be working much, much harder for you. This is the concept of opportunity cost. Every dollar you use to overpay a low-interest loan is a dollar that isn't being invested in assets that grow, like the stock market, where historical returns have often been much higher.
Let's imagine two people, both with the same car loan. Person A is determined to be debt-free. They throw an extra few $100s at their car payment every month and pay it off 2 years early. They feel great. Person B makes only the minimum required payment. They take that same extra few $100s each month and invest it systematically into a simple, low-cost index fund. For those 2 years and for every year after, that money starts to compound. Decades go by. Person A has a paid-off car that's now worth almost nothing. Person B also has a paid-off car worth almost nothing, but they also have a brokerage account with a staggering balance. The small, responsible choice, repeated over time, created two completely different financial futures. One person traded massive potential growth for a tiny amount of interest saved on a depreciating hunk of metal.
So what's the actual smart move? It's not about avoiding debt. It's about understanding it. First, attack your high-interest debt with everything you have. That's non-negotiable. But for low-interest loans, like a mortgage or a typical car loan, just make the minimum payment. Treat it like a utility bill. Then take every single extra dollar you would have used to pay it down early and invest it. Let your money work for you in the market, where its potential for growth far outweighs the small amount of interest you're paying. Stop focusing on getting to a zero balance on your liabilities. Start focusing on getting your asset column to grow as large as possible.